This is insane. I just landed in Las Vegas and the airport is full of gambling machines. I have never been to an airport that looks this much fun. That's the airport, guys, in Las Vegas. You're ready to gamble. This is where you can get your Uber on the second floor at the airport in Las Vegas. This is the cheapest option you have to get into the Strip. It's right now for me $28, but it's because it's rush hour.
Finding a hotel in Vegas to stay at can be a bit overwhelming, or at least it was for me. I don't want you guys to go through the same thing, so I did a hotel crawl in Vegas where I share all my favorite hotels on the Strip. You can find that video under my playlist for hotels around the world. After landing, I was a bit hungry. They have no snacks on airplanes anymore. Welcome to life after COVID. So I made my way to the Paris Hotel. After being bombarded with TikToks and Instagram posts about Mon Ami Gabi, and even my Uber driver telling me I had to eat there when he took me from the airport to my hotel, I made it a point to visit for dinner for my first night in Vegas. I have to say I was a bit disappointed with my pasta platter. There was no flavor to it. I've honestly had better pasta at home. Perhaps Mon Ami Gabi is a much better spot for brunching, so if you do visit, head here for brunch time instead. After dinner, it was time to meet my little sister for cocktails. She's the only reason I made it to Vegas. I am not a party person at all. So, let's see if I can survive Las Vegas.
Welcome to Las Vegas, guys. We're going to be spending the next 3 days walking around the Strip and checking out Las Vegas.
I started my morning with breakfast at Café Americano, and I thought that this was the cutest cafe ever. They got the whole Paris theme down. Chic woven chairs perched upon the wall. I knew I had to stop here, and the best part is that it's open 24 hours. Perfect budget on-the-go snacking for the munchies.
I thought I lived in the city that never sleeps, New York City, but I was wrong. Las Vegas is definitely the winner of that title. Every time I am walking down the lobby, even if it's 3 a.m. or 1 a.m., it's always crowded. It feels like it's 7 p.m. all the time. So this is definitely an experience that I was not expecting, although I know Vegas is a party town. But just when you're inside those hotels in the Strip, you have no notion of time because it looks like it's freaking 8 o'clock all the time, and it's super windy now, and the weather's fantastic actually. I was expecting it to be like in the hundreds, but it's pretty nice for exception of the wind. It's like in the 70s and it feels great, so let's explore.
For transportation in Vegas, I highly recommend getting a Deuce Pass. Renting a car is unnecessary unless you want to go on day trips. You can get a 3-day pass, 24-hour, or a 2-hour pass. Your pass will allow you to ride up and down the Strip, visiting more remote areas like the Mob Museum and the downtown area. This is an excellent value, as Ubers can get expensive over time. A popular stop on everyone's list is getting their picture taken with the famous Las Vegas sign. There's usually a long line here, so if that's on your bucket list, I recommend arriving at dawn to avoid the crowds. This is also one of the stops included with your Deuce Pass. To maximize my time in Vegas, I visited some hotels starting from the south and heading north. My first stop was the Luxor Hotel, and I fell in love with the Egyptian vibes of this hotel. One of the main reasons I wanted to check this hotel out was their pool and spa. I love how dramatic the Black Pyramid stands against the blue sky. I thought it was so cool looking and edgy. However, today was not a pool day for me, so I went straight to the spa. Here's a tip. Don't freak out if you forget to pack any essentials. The Strip is filled with shopping stores ranging from popular chain stores like Target and H&M to more upscale luxury brands. Our next stop is happy hour at the Venetian Hotel. I fell in love with Brera Osteria. Check out this spot for happy hour.
We came just in time for happy hour, and for happy hour, they have 50% off all drinks and pizzas. So we're definitely getting a pizza here.
I was craving dessert after happy hour, so I headed on for some homemade ice cream and freshly baked cookies. And of course, you have to gamble a little when you're in Vegas. Don't worry though, $20 was my spending limit. I ended day one watching a live performance of RuPaul's Drag Race. I was so impressed by happy hour at Brera Osteria that I decided to head back there to the Venetian Hotel and try a different spot for brunch. This time, we went all the way up to the 10th floor. Bouchon is a must for brunch when visiting Vegas. I ordered the croque madame and it was out of this world delicious. I highly recommend this spot. You can also dine outside in the pool and garden area. Here's a tip. I only learned this on my second day there, so learn from my mistakes. There is a bridge connecting all the hotels, so if you want to cross the street, use the overpass. My life would have been so much easier if I had known this from the get-go. I struggled crossing the streets on day one, but after day two, I became a pro. And another tip. Drinking in Vegas can make your wallet pretty dry. If you're low on cash or want to hang in the hotel room with your friends, instead of ordering room service where the price is triple for everything, hit up a CVS store and stock up on water, snacks, and alcohol. After brunch, it's time to head downtown. The downtown area is where the old Vegas Strip used to be. But before visiting the old Strip, we're making a stop at the Neon Museum. The Neon Museum houses vintage Vegas signs that are no longer in use. The museum is relatively small for the steep entrance fee. Nevertheless, it's still a cool spot to visit. We finally made it to Fremont Street, where the old Vegas Strip used to be. The energy here is a bit freer and easygoing, kind of what I expected the Strip to be like. Everyone is street drinking and having a great time. Downtown Vegas is a great place to shop for souvenirs at a much better rate than those on the Strip. And if you want to get a little adrenaline rush, try your hand at ziplining. A short walk away from Fremont Street, you can find the Mob Museum, a museum dedicated to organized crime through the years in the U.S. After checking out the museum and exiting, make your way to the parking lot where you can find a hidden speakeasy.
Password.
Flying Tiger.
See you guys' ID real quick. Come on in.
This was my favorite speakeasy in Vegas. They captured the era of prohibition to the T. Even one of their cocktails actually comes hidden inside a book. This was my first time taking my little sister to a speakeasy, and she loved it. She grew up watching black and white movies with me, so she knew all the songs they were singing, and she had a blast, I had a blast, and we loved this spot. The night was young and the speakeasy bug had awoken inside me. I found myself on the way to find more hidden bars in Vegas, and I found 3 hidden bars and a secret pizza spot inside the Cosmopolitan Hotel.
The clue to find this hidden pizza spot is we have to go to the 3rd floor using the escalators, and we have to look for a hallway full of old music records. So that's what we're doing. We're going to see if we can find this place.
Jackpot! We found the secret pizza spot. If you love speakeasies as much as I do, check out my Vegas speakeasy video where we visit 6 hidden bars and restaurants. For day 3, I decided to venture a bit farther north on the strip. Today, we're visiting the Wynn Hotel for a brunch. We are starting with an espresso martini at the Terrence Point Cafe and a greasy omelette to cure the hangover. And then it was time for more drinking by the pool because, you know, hair of the dog is real, guys.
We got rosé and prosecco. Can I do a prosecco? Prosecco for you?
The Wynn Hotel quickly became one of my favorite hotels in Vegas. Up next, we're exploring the Link Promenade. This is a great spot to hang out and grab fast food.
Now we're heading to I Love Sugar, which they're known for their crazy candy martinis. So I am excited to try one.
After overdosing on sugar, it was time to hit a pool party at the Link Hotel. As the sun set, I headed to the Caesar Palace Hotel and checked out some art galleries. It was a bit chilly due to the wind, so I stopped at the shopping mall in Planet Hollywood to buy a scarf to throw over my shoulders and went right across the street to the Bellagio Hotel to watch the fountain show. The Bellagio Fountains is a free mini show that runs every 30 minutes, Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and every 15 minutes from 7 p.m. to midnight. The show starts at noon on Saturdays and Sundays following the same schedule. One thing to note is that the fountain show will get canceled if it's too windy, so if you really want to see this, prepare and try to go, instead of going the last day, try to go a day before or so. And I also recommend viewing it at nighttime because you get to see the Eiffel Tower from Paris with all the lights on, and it's just simply romantic and magical. After a magical spectacle, I treated myself to a fancy dinner at Michael Mina inside the Bellagio Hotel and ended the night drinking champagne at the Mayflower Super Club, where I met a new friend or scammer, I'm still not sure, but I'll save that for a story time episode.
Cheers to the beautiful woman. You are beautiful. Yeah, cheers to woman. Yeah.
Drunk and hungry, I went to Cafe Belle inside the Paris Hotel. This cafe is open 24 hours and it's the perfect spot to grab a bite when drunk or nursing a hangover.
Thanks so much for watching. It really motivates me to continue making more videos like this, so please like and subscribe so you are notified every time there's a new video out. Next week, we're going to be covering foodie spots in Vegas.